Hey Internet, welcome back to my Iceland tour travelogue. And yeah, I'm so amazed by the very first day because the very first day is over and now it's dark outside and it's so hard to talk about this and it's so hard to remember all the important things. But I will try my very best to bring you up to speed what happened today. And well, the first thing was a visit at the Blue Lagoon, and yeah, the Blue Lagoon is pretty interesting because it's a product of geothermal energy because well, as the water is coming up from the deeps of the earth, it brings some minerals with it, and these minerals are coloring a little bit the water to a bluish whitish color. And well, of course, when you have blue sky, it's even more blue. And so this was so amazing and so interesting to see this this strange color of water. And yeah, it was pretty amazing. And then we continued and we drove along a very long road, and the road was going through very old lava fields. And this is also pretty interesting because you see the shape of the field. It's hard to describe. It's like some bubbles on the ground or some sphere shaped rocks sometimes, and other times it's just breaking apart. This is also pretty beautiful. And well, because it's pretty old, moss started to grow on this, and so it's pretty interesting. On the other hand, speaking of nature, you see barely trees here, and for me, as I'm used to forested areas from Germany, it's pretty interesting to see barely no tree. Well, of course, there are some trees, but mostly there are no trees, and this is also pretty interesting. And then we arrived at the very first time that I really experienced geothermal energy by seeing how water was boiling on the surface, and to see this all the smoke, and to smell the sulfur. And well, it was not an awful smell. Of course, it was not the smell I like to have in my living room, but on the other hand, I found it pretty interesting, and it was just amazing to smell this. And so it was just amazing to be there and to experience this, and to see how the steam is coming out of the surface. And yeah, it's hard to describe, so I hope the pictures I'm presenting you while I'm talking about this are a little bit more self-explanatory. And yeah, so this was great. And afterwards, we continued on our road. We traveled from Kevlavik to Vik, and so we traveled along the southern part of Iceland. And yeah, it was a beautiful day. And then we visited two waterfalls. The first waterfall was pretty interesting because you were able to move completely around the waterfall. So you were also able to move behind the waterfall and have a look from behind at the waterfall. And this was just amazing. And the second waterfall was basically a series of different waterfalls. Well, at first there was a very huge waterfall, which was pretty amazing. And then there was a series of several other waterfalls when you continued to follow the stream. And this was also pretty amazing. And well, the last very interesting thing was as we visited a beach. And yeah, the beach is black because, well, everything is here consistent out of lava, and lava is mostly black. And in this case here, even the beach is black. This was completely different when you normally expect a mild, maybe a white beach or a sandy beach or so. And here the sandy beach was of black sand. And this was also pretty interesting. And yeah, now as you can see, probably I'm pretty tired. I'm pretty exhausted. It was an interesting day. It was just amazing. And I hope I haven't forgot anything to mention. But yeah, in this case, uh, greetings from Iceland. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you will be watching my next episode. In this case, see you and good night.